Hey guys, what's going on? Pete here, and I'm gonna give you guys 5 things I like about the GTI.
Alright, and to start us off, I want to talk to you guys about the overall storage of this, the GTI. So now this is something that I really never thought was actually that great until I moved out of college and I had to take all my stuff with me, and I figured out that this thing can really hold a lot of stuff. Of course, you have the hatch, and then you can fold the seats down. So this is a two-way folding. So this, I think, this is a single fold seat, and then you have this the pass-through folds with this second seat. However, you can also open that pass-through and fit skis through there. So that's one thing I really like about the car, is just the overall storage. Another beauty about just if you can't fit, like you just need a little, like an inch of room, what you can do here is you can actually, I don't even need that in there. But I have it in there just for the sake of it. And what you can do is you can, I'll show you guys on the video, you can grab this and you can put it down one level. The one bummer is it does have to kind of angle up a little bit more. So if you're trying to fit like really flat stuff, it could potentially impose a problem, but I really wouldn't stress it. And the beauty is you can actually fit this mat back in here. Yep, and it fits in quite nicely too. Another thing is, if you guys get sick of this privacy cover, you can't do it with this all the way down, but you can stow this away under this cover if it's set to this range. So that's kind of nice, and you can take these out if you want, and if you want that full space out there. But I keep these in here just so I can kind of organize stuff, and there's nothing in there right now just because I cleaned it out just for the sake of this video. The second thing that I really like about this car is the overall audio. So I have the Fender audio, which I'm pretty sure was standard for the for the GTI SE, which I think for 2015, only 2015. I think now they go to Dyna Audio, which I heard is a really good system. It's just as good as this Fender, maybe even better. But oh, that's not. Let's try to find a good example. But
need to take a break. We'll come back with more right after these important messages.
But you guys get the idea of it. So unfortunately I really can't show you guys, but so basically what this does, and I can show you probably I can show you the sound. If you want to mess with any of this stuff, this is the, like I said, it's the Fender audio, so it actually comes with a Fender subwoofer as well, and you can adjust the subwoofer. I don't go max because I'm not trying to blow the darn thing, but yeah, so it's a really good subwoofer too. I have a lot of friends who just drive around in, like, you know, their typical cars, and they bump the bass, and whenever they get into this thing, they're like, holy cow, this is on a whole new level, which for me, that's like, out of all the cars that I've been in, this is pretty nuts. So yeah, you can do all that stuff, and then of course, this is what I like to mess with the most. I like to bump the bass a little bit, and keep the subwoofer. I keep touching that stupid paddle. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the sound. Now on to the third thing that I want to bring up about this car that I like so much is the overall visibility. Now this video is going to do a really good job at showing kind of the overall visibility, but that's just because it's filming kind of just a direct view of what's in front of me. And so this is what the visibility's like. My blind spot's pretty darn, like, it doesn't really even exist. It's really nice at this car, and as you guys can see, you got really good visibility even in the back too, as you'd expect. But I really like it, and especially driving on the highway, it's that feeling that you just like know everything around you. And I don't know, it's really hard for me to get back into like trucks and stuff. Like say that white truck right there. I really like this. This setup is perfect for my driving style. I like knowing everything around me because I'm a sporty driver, and you know, when you're a sporty driver, it's really nice to know what is around you. So, and another thing I also want to touch up on this, just in overall visibility. This sunroof is insane, and so is that dark cloud. But yeah, this sunroof's sweet, and I really recommend it. I overlooked it so much, the sunroof, thinking that like I didn't really need it, but you don't need it, but it's just something so nice to have. So yeah, that's overall visibility. The fourth one definitely has to be the overall performance, and I'll show you guys my engine bay if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen exactly what's going on. So just a little bit of an overview. This thing is making around 340 horsepower to the crank with this APR Stage 2 tune. I have the APR Intake, and I have an APR downpipe right there, and that downpipe waived the cost of the stage 2 fee, so that was pretty awesome. And I really like the power. It's insane. I think the torque numbers are the most significant. I think at almost 400 pound-feet of torque, which is nuts. And it's kind of unusable at a dead stop just because the wheels will spin. In fact, yesterday, if you guys follow my Instagram, you saw that on my story, this thing left a big black line on the road. So it definitely likes to spin its tires and have some drama. But so yeah, that's pretty much it for the power. So the last thing that I want to touch up on with you guys is the overall sound. I love the sound of this car. Now, one thing I do want to do is I do want to put really nice turbo inlet pipes. In fact, I think this is coming a little, ooh, that's hot. We're getting a little bit of leakage right there, so I'll have to fix that. But one thing I want to do is I want to do turbo inlet pipe, and I really want to get the sound of the I guess induction because it sounds really good just with this APR intake alone. So I want to just get a little bit more turbo noise. I'm not really thinking necessarily into the blow off valve section, but we'll see where it goes. I'm looking for like low cost stuff, but now you guys are probably going to expect this just because I like to do this a lot on my channel, but the exhaust sounds so good. I think, in my opinion, I perfected the exhaust for my own sake. From what it was last time, it was really loud, and I didn't like it so much. So it sounds really good now. It has a APR downpipe, as I showed you guys in the engine bay, a Borla Catback. However, the Borla Catback has a ultra quiet resonator. I think it's 1141 is the number, and it's in the mid pipe of the Borla. So this is a resonated Borla Catback essentially. So it's a little bit quieter, and you don't need a resonator if you just have the Catback. However, if you have a downpipe, you're gonna want a resonator. So I'll start it up for you guys. Mind you, I have the door open, so it's gonna be a little bit louder. Yeah, there we go. There's a little bit of a startup. It's a warm start, but I'll give you guys a couple of revs. One thing I want to know is, and if you guys are watching up to this point, please let me know if there's a way you can rev this without the pops to happen. But regardless, I think it still sounds cool. It'd be nice to know if there was a way, but if there's not, it's not the end of the world. But it sounds so good. I love it. I don't know if there's a way that, you know what I'm gonna do just for the sake of it? Let me get some turbo noise for you guys, because I think you guys probably want to hear a little bit of turbo. The intake's right here, and you guys hopefully will hear some turbo noise. We'll see. Alright, so those are the 5 things that I like about my car. Thank you guys for staying all the way till the end. It probably wasn't the most interesting, but I like talking to you guys about this stuff because some of you guys like to know about it. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for more videos, guys, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.